All right, good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for coming today. Um, so I got a bunch of things to go over today that I've been working on. I skipped last week because I was still trying to get things right, and I don't have everything exactly right yet, but I got it pretty darn close. Um, some some changes, some good stuff that new features that you can use if you want to. You don't have to, but are available to you if you want to use them. It's right now. It's available to anybody that signs up now. We'll have it available to them. Okay, anybody that signs up or anybody that's already signed up, you'll have it available to you as part of the whole package. Now let me go here. Um, yeah, okay. Yes, it's part of the whole package. So I created this website, tvtrades.com, because it's a little easier to get around in than the Target View Trades website is. Okay. Um, if you haven't taken a free trial with us, go here to tvtrades.com, and anywhere in here it says, click here to begin your free trial, and that's going to bring you down here to the bottom where you can sign up for the free trial. After the free trial, it's $25 a week. If you want to do it weekly, it's $90 a month. It's 10% less than that. If you want to do it monthly, it's $9.97 a year. That's more than 20% less than that if you want to do it annually. All right, those are the fees. Just get that out of the way right there in the beginning of this. Um, so that's how you do it. You go to tvtrades.com. Just go to tvtrades.com, and there'll be things all over it that say how to take the free trial. All right. Now, typically at this point, I would tell you that, to be able to take the trial, you have to have TradingView charts. That's no longer the deal. You don't have to have TradingView charts anymore. I will show you how to do that anyway. Let's go here. We'll go to Target View Trades. TargetViewTrades.com is where you can go to get information about how to get the charts. When you sign up for the trial, you'll get an email that tells you how to do all this stuff. Okay, how to get to this web page. If you don't have charts, you go to Setup, and in here it tells you how to get the charts. And if you're going to trade futures, you also have to get data for the charts. The data is $7 a month. You can go through all these things about how to get charts. You click on that, you click on this, it brings you to this page. You can use these different things. I would go to the monthly. Right now they have a sale. Well, they had a sale last week anyway, a 50% off sale if you do the annually. But I would do the monthly until they have a sale, and then they'll give you a good deal. Every now and then they'll do 50 to 70% off deals, and you can pay for the annual with a big discount. None of you should need more than the plus. All right, the plus will give you 4 charts at a time. All right, 10 indicators per chart. 100 price alerts and 100 technical alerts. The alerts that we use are technical alerts. All right, but you have 100 of those. The essential is good if you're just going to have a couple of charts because you have 20 technical alerts. The important thing about these, if you're going to be using the charts, is you get custom range bars for these here that you pay for. You get custom range bars. That's important, and you'll see how that's important in a little while. Okay, that's if you are using the charts. Now, the new thing is you don't even need the charts. Okay, so I've created this. I've created it so that it will automatically send the trades to a private page. It's a private web page called Trade Table right here. All right, and you can see this is stuff that's been triggered today. If I refresh this, it might even have some more recent ones. 1348 was the last one here, and let's see when it loads up. It takes it a little bit to load up. There it is. 1348 was the last one, it says right here. So it's a Tesla buy right here, was the last one that it gave. And when it gives that information, it gives the current price, it gives a target price, and it gives a stop. Now, this information that it's getting right here, well, this right here is not given the same information as this one. This one tells you what time frame it's on, so you can figure out, get kind of an idea of where it's coming from. All right. These are all going to have that too. I just didn't go through and set it all the way up that way. But if you go back and you look at all these, you go back and look at some of these in here, you see it gives the time frame. And at night, when I'm doing a lot of testing and stuff like that, I do it on a smaller time frame so you can see, so I can see it trigger when it's supposed to trigger. And these are all good trades. These are all good, valid trades. For the NQ, I do buys and sells. I don't just do longs. But for the equities, I'm just doing long trades. And that that sort of brings me to another point. Right now, because I'm just doing long trades here with the equities, you're not going to get much when it's going down. So what I'm thinking of doing is having one of these that's just for long trades and one of these for shorts. One of these when the markets are going down. If you want to buy puts, in here I put the word call and put in here. I went over this a little bit in the last meeting, but I put the word call and put in here because at some point, I want to have it so you'll be able to just put in the premium and the delta, and it will tell you, based on the information that it's got right here, it will calculate for you the percent gain that you should get if it reaches that first target, the percent gain that you should get, and the total gain in money, the total gain in percent, and it'll calculate all that information for you. But right now, I'm just doing it so it gives you the signals. All right, it gives you the signals, and let me slow down. I feel like I'm talking really fast, and I don't need to. All right, so the whole idea behind this was to make it so you don't have to have any charts at all, or you certainly don't have to have, you're not limited to having trading view charts. All right, if you want to have charts on whatever charting platform you have, and you have whatever it is that you look at to determine whether you have an optimal buying position or selling position or whatever you're already using, and you don't want to switch to our indicators and you just want to use the chart signals, that is what we have going on here. Now, these NQ ones right here, I'm gonna get rid of the ones that don't have the time frame on it. I want to have it show the time frame in here so you can get an idea of what time frame it's coming from and how big your stop should be based upon that kind of a time frame. All right, because you don't want to be on a 75 range bar and have like a 25 tick stop, because that's almost never going to work. It's going to be at least a 75 tick stop, probably an 80 tick stop for a 75 range bar. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Yes. The thing about this is, so you don't have to sit here and watch this all day. I also have it over here. Well, if you go here to the web page right here, go to the web page. There's a private Telegram channel like this one right here, and it sticks the same exact alerts out here in the Telegram channel. And this one, you can set your phone up. You can put Telegram on your phone and set your phone up so that it'll pop up an alert on your phone and let you know what the alert is when it happens. That's the whole idea behind that, Wayne. That's why I did that. All right, so you have all this information in multiple places at the same time. And you can see in here, I don't have them exactly synced right now. The last one of these was at 5:50 a.m. So I stopped the ones that are going out here to the Telegram channel, I think. Well, I'm sorry, this is just a picture of it. The ones that are going out to the Telegram channel. Let me go look at the Telegram channel. Now, over the weekend, when I was doing a lot of testing with this, I had it going to the normal Telegram channel that we have that's open and free for everybody. It was going into here, all right? But then I gave you guys a notice in here saying that I'm going to switch it over. And this is the new Telegram channel. So if you are already a TV Trades partner, just let me know, and I'll send everybody that is a TV Trades partner a link to get into this channel, because this is a private channel. This is a private channel, and I control who goes in it and who doesn't go in it. Okay, so you'll have access to this channel, and you can see the latest one here was at 3:10 p.m. This one actually just triggered. This is a Tesla TVT buy. It says current price 326.19, but the target price of 327.23, and a stop of 325.65. Now I know that's not much, but if you trade in options, that dollar difference right there, that buck, that can be, that can be 10% with an option. So, I know, I know that some of you guys may not be interested in trading options at all, and that's fine. This is still going to give you great entries. And I want to go over some of that stuff in a few minutes too. But you can see all these were all triggered today on November 13th. I guess if we're going all the way up here, I don't know, is that 2:33 a.m.? Yeah, so they're all the way up here. They started during November 13th right here. But you see a bunch of these are on the 5 range, on the NQ on the 5 range, and that was just, I was testing things and I wanted to make sure that it was spitting out the right information. And it is. And you see all the information you're getting in here. This is what I want to have. I'm going to have for all the alerts that come out. So over here on the trade table in here, it'll have all that information in here. And when you go to the trade table in here, all of these will have all that information for you. So you'll see what time frame you're working on, and it'll give the current price, the target, and the stop. Now, let me show you what that's based on. Okay, so you guys have an idea. Would also be for snipe trades? No, I'm not doing it for snipe trades. There's just too many of those, and that would just, I'm doing it for the TV trades here, the regular TV trade signals from in here. Okay, this I'm doing it. See, this one just popped up right here at Tesla. That's the one that just popped up everywhere else. It just popped up right here as well. But the way that I have it, I can have 400 of these things because of the level that I am. So I can program these to go off for whatever time frame and whatever stock that that I want, really. But if you guys have something that you want to see, that you're interested in getting these automated signals on, you just need to let me know what it is, and then I can create something for it. Now, it's got to be something it's got to be within reason, okay? Nothing that's going to generate 5,000 alerts a day, because the alerts are going to go in the same place all the time. But the whole idea behind this was so that you didn't have to have any charts. But if you do have charts, you can use your charts however you want to use them. You don't have to have TradingView charts. You're going to get the alerts, and like if I have my other charts over here. Let me bring up one of my other charts. Hang on. I had to, well, they automatically rebooted on me today, but here's one. Like, here's a daily chart on the ES. Now, I have to do it, let's do it on the NQ. Okay, here's a chart on the NQ, and this is a 30-minute chart on the NQ. Now, let me blow it up a little bit. See, so I have whatever I have going here that says, if you pull back here and hit this green thing, it should bounce off of this green thing and move up. This is my stuff, all right? This is my other stuff. It's got nothing to do with this stuff. But if you have your other stuff that tells you, normally when it bounces off of this, because most of the people that come here, they're not here for the first time. They're not first-time traders. If you are, that's great. You're better off. But if you're not, and you have all the baggage, and you're going to carry that baggage, then you can do it like this. See, there's another one going right into the Telegram channel. You can do it just like this, and you can use whatever chart you're using and use the alerts that you're getting from the Telegram to get you into great entry spots, really, because that's what that's giving to you. It's giving you really precise entry points. Where you might not have a precise entry point for a particular market, that is going to give you the precise entry point. Oops, so that alert that just came out, it was triggered from this right here. If I go to the end of this, go all the way to the end. I go to the end, it was triggered right here. That's the alert that just popped out. Okay, and so the target, the entry point would be right here, the stop would be right down here, and the target is going to be right over here. All right, so if you go look at that alert right now, the one that just popped, it should be right here. Oops, sorry, it should be right here. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. That was an NQ one. I clicked on the wrong one. I meant to get the Tesla one here. No, I meant to get the Tesla one. Here's the Tesla one. Okay, so if you look at this alert, it says, you can see it down. No, that's a Sophie one. Sorry, that's a different one. It says the current price is 326.19 with a target of 327.23 and a stop of 325.65. So the stop is going to be right down here at the bottom of the bar. The target is going to be right over here at that swing high, which it just hit, and the entry point was right here. Okay, so it's giving you all that information. Yeah, I didn't put that in, Wayne. I didn't put that in. That was the reversal. I didn't put that in. It was just giving too many indications. It was too much all at once to give to you guys. That was this guy right here. That was it was searching for the tops and bottoms. It just gave too many indications, so I didn't do that one. It's not ready yet. It's not ready for a prime time. Okay, but this one right here that just triggered, if you were looking at options on that, and I do have them open right here, if you're looking at the options on that, that's making a good move right here for the options. And that's the kind of thing. That's the kind of thing that I want you to be able to take advantage of. You didn't need to have the charts up to see this. It told you exactly where the stop should be, right down here. It told you exactly where the initial target should be, right here, and exactly where your entry was, right here. Now, if you were to take it a step further, and I know a lot of people are interested in options now, and so I want to create something that you guys can use for the options. Now, this right here was one of our signals that we got on Tesla this morning. Now, we got a bunch of signals on Tesla. So Tesla, I might make a larger time frame so it doesn't give as many signals. But if we go to this one at 11:06, 11:06, 11:46, 11:46, yeah, just right here, 11:06. Here was a signal right here. Now, if you match that up, Tesla, with 11:06 right here, Tesla. At the time, this is a Tesla call option, right? I'm only showing you call options because I'm only looking at long positions for the stocks and stuff. Is the bias on or off? The bias, I'm only looking at long positions, so it doesn't really matter. It's off, but it's only looking at long positions, Wayne. But like right here, for instance, this was the 11:06, exactly at 11:06 when that alert came out, and the option was at 6:17 then, and shortly after it ran up to 8:36. It ended up having a high over here of 10:44. So I'll do the math for you. Say 6:15 and 8:40, or what was that number? This number up here, 6:15 and 10:40. We'll say, okay, 10.4 minus 6.15 equals that divided by 6.15. That's a 69% gain in an hour and a half. And that happens again and again and again. So if you guys if you're option traders, then you can take advantage of it that way. If you're not option traders and you're just a regular old trader, then obviously you can see that you can take advantage of it that way too. This is the signal that it just gave right here. A minute ago while we were in here, it gave this signal to go long. And it's gone through that one, and this is the next level up right here. Now the targets over here, you can also use these targets. I haven't built these targets into the signals or anything like that. What I'm using is price action. Now some of these are going to match up. Like this target right here is probably in there. It is right there. Target number 1 is right there. Sometimes it's going to match up, but not all the time. Like target number 2 should be right here, and target number 3 is probably right there. It's pretty close. Sometimes they're going to match up and sometimes they're not with the signals that go out. But I just wanted you guys to see that you don't even need to have charts anymore. Or if you have your own charts, you don't need to switch to TradingView charts. You can now, Telegram is free. So if you have the internet, you can get to this page. And if you have a computer, you can get Telegram. If you have a phone, you can get Telegram. Doesn't matter what kind of phone. You can get Telegram on all kinds of phones. As a matter of fact, you kind of need a phone to get Telegram. And at some point, I'm going to build a WhatsApp page too. But just so you guys kind of have an idea of what I'm thinking. For stocks, I'm only putting in the long stuff here. But for those of you guys who do want to trade options and you want to buy puts as well as calls, I'm going to create a room that is just for long trades. A room that is just for short, just for short trades, or when the market's going down, so you have plenty of opportunity when the market is going down as well as when it's going up. What strike and expiration would you use for that? Well, that's excuse me. That's a fair question, Gary. For the stuff that I'm doing in here, the stuff is so close, so I would use, what I am using is stuff that's one out of the money. All right, because you don't want to have a huge theta on that. You want it to change, right there with the price. You want it to be right there with the price. When price moves, you want that to move pretty well too. And you don't want to have any time element that's going to be in between the movement that moves the fastest. So the stuff that I'm looking at in here, if you just look at Any one of these right here. If I were to go look at Microsoft right now, let's just look at this. This was from this morning, and if we go look at Microsoft in here, see, this thing is it's on a tear. And if we look at Microsoft from this morning, it gave an indication right here. It gave actually two this morning right here, two alerts this morning right here. And that was at 10:30. And if you look at the Microsoft, the one at the time, the one that I have right there, that option that I have right there was not probably the best one to look at. But what I would look at right here at 419.75, let's go find that at 10:30. It's Microsoft at 10:30. Here it is right here. The current price was at 419.8 and the target was 424. So if you go to Microsoft and here, and now this is the 252s, but that's not what you'd be looking at this morning. If we go up here, we'll go to MSFT, Microsoft, and look at options, and just look at calls. Just look at calls, and then November 15th is Friday. So what was it saying? The 424s? Is that what it was saying? Let's go back here for a second. When this went off, it said a target of 424. So 424.44. So if you go in here, and at the time, this would have been the one that was in the money at the time. So the 425s is what I would have been looking at the time. And if you click on the 425s, and it's right in here at 10:30 when that triggered, 10:24, 10:30, right there. They were, the high was $1.10. $1.10. And the high up here is $5.50, I think, right? Didn't just say that? 544, 560 right there. So let's just say 110 to 560. It's a 500% gain today, right? I think. Oops, clear. 1 point. That would be 5.6 minus 1.1 equals that divided by 1.1. I'm sorry, 400% gain. 409% gain in that one option today. And the expiration, the expiration for this one is Friday. All right, for the ETFs, I'm not looking same day. I'm looking at the ETFs, because the ETFs you have expirations pretty much daily, and I'm looking the next day or even a little later. But I'm showing you this. You don't have to have it this way. You could look at it on a much larger time frame. All right, if you want me to have alerts given out on a larger time frame, you just have to tell me. There won't be that many, but you'll have to look for them. and when they come out, like in the trade table page, it would have whatever the time frame is right here. Like if I was looking at things last night on the NQ, I was looking at a 250 and a 500 range on the NQ, and you get like 1 or 2 trades a day on that. But the way I was looking at it, it's not stuff that I have programmed in here, but it's something else that I have programmed, and it does really, really well. But something like that, you're only going to get 1 a day. So the expiration date is going to be a few days out on that. Okay. For the ones that you're seeing in here right now, they're 50 range charts. But if I change it, like this one right here, the NQ I have on the 75 range, if I change it, you're going to see it right here. You'll see that it's a different time frame. Okay, these other ones right here, I had created all these alerts when I was still working things out. So I got to cancel all those alerts. I thought I actually did cancel them all last night, but I didn't, clearly. But they're going to give all this information, and I can give you the spreadsheet that's got the formula in it to fill this out. If you put in the premium, what it's going to cost you to buy it, and you put in the delta for the current time, you can have a spreadsheet that fills all that out for you. I can just give that to you if you want. I can make that available to you. But I wanted to show you guys, because this is pretty cool stuff. You don't even have to have charts anymore. You can just take the alerts, and you can see on the alert what time frame it is. So if you're not interested in something that small of a time frame, then you're going to have to wait, because the larger time frames you don't get as many of them, but you just have to wait. And for the most part, I have them all going off at I have them all going off on 50 ranges. But the NQ, I'm going to do a 75 and 100 range, and and that's the plan. And so all this stuff, you don't want. I'm doing the table so you can go back and look at it, because if you see something and it hasn't triggered, well, it hasn't. It's always going to come here when it's actually triggered. Is when it's going to get on this. When it's going to get sent to the table. It's already triggered when that happens. But if you see it hasn't gotten to the target yet, then, or it hasn't got to the stop, then you know the trade is still active, so you can get in there and place a trade then. But the the Telegram channel is the thing. You guys, you really should get Telegram because it's free, and just send me a message. My ID is here. I'll type it in for you. If you get Telegram, my ID is this. That is my Telegram ID. Okay. At trading, that's an I, capital I, and then a Q. That's my Telegram ID. So you can you can send me a message when you get Telegram, and I can add you to this. I can add you to this. All right. I'll also send out a link. I think I can just send a link to those of you guys who are active, so you can just join it. But the Telegram channel, you want to get that here, and you want to get it on your phone. And on your phone, if you have it set up so you get notifications from Telegram, then it'll pop. It'll pop on your phone. You get a buzz on your phone every time you get one of these. And then, if you can put the trade on, you can put the trade on. You don't have to look at your charts because you have all the information right here. Okay. You can delete the public channel for this in Telegram. Well, the public one is still there. I'm just not putting much information in it anymore. This one right here. I'm just not putting very much information in it anymore. I'll put this, when I'm done with this webinar today, this recording, I'll stick that out there. And, the one I did yesterday, the webinar I did yesterday, I should probably stick that out there too, but I forgot to. But yeah, so I wanted to show you guys those features, all right? Because I think that's pretty cool stuff. It really opens it up for anybody that's really, if you don't have a charting platform, if you're afraid of looking at charts and you really just wanted this program, a trade service that tells you when to trade, this is it. It tells you when to trade, what your stop should be, and what your initial target should be. Okay. It was something that I hate having to say, okay, well, you have to have a TradingView, and then, you say, well, I got NinjaTrader and I got Trade08 and I got, whatever else. And I say, okay, well, I don't have it on those, so you're going to have to get TradingView. Well, now you don't. I hated having to do that and being put in that place. Is this only for options? No, it's not only for options, Daryl. This is for anything. Anything. I mean, the trades trigger. If we go and look at these today, like this was the one today in Microsoft that triggered. You could do this for options, or you could do it for whatever you want, It's got the bigger targets in here. The initial target is going to be something pretty close by from the information I'm giving you in here, but the bigger targets, they're right here. I mean, I know you have TradingView. And so you still have all these bigger targets that you can look at in here. I didn't put the bigger targets in with the alerts. That would be really complicated for me to put the bigger targets in there. I could probably do it. It'd take me a little work though to get that done. But it's not only for options. Okay. Oh, it's for futures too. It's for futures too. You see, it's getting. If you go back here and look at and where was it? My trade table. Here it is. This guy right here. A lot of these things that I have in here are for the NQ, especially the ones that came out at night. Hang on, not those. These current price target. Oh, I'm not at the end. Here they are. A lot of these are for the NQ in here. All right. I didn't put it on the other futures. I put it on the futures because the NQ is more volatile in a 50 range bar. We get you more trades with the NQ. It'll get you trades with the other ones too. I can do it for the ES and the Russell and all those too. Wayne, it just gives too many trades. The smaller time frame just gives too many trades. That's why I'm going up with I'm going up with the NQ, not down. The question was, why do I not use the 31 range that I use in the room every day? because I'm not actively sitting here doing this. All right, I've created the program so it does it for me. I don't have to sit here and do this. I don't have to watch it. I don't have to do anything. It does everything automatically. So, it's a fully automated thing. The only thing it doesn't do is put the trade on for you. All right, and I used to do that. I used to have a thing that did that, and I'm not doing that again. For that I got to be licensed and all that stuff. Back then I was licensed with the NFA and CFTC and broker's license and all that stuff, and I'm not doing that again. That's too much hassle. You guys can do this. You do that part of it. You put the trades on yourself. But I'll give you the information. The information is right here, and it's easy to get to. And these are great entry points no matter what time of the day. So, so Daryl, what I was saying earlier is, I can have 400 of these in here. So if you have something that you want me to put it on that's not going to alert 50 times, 50 times an hour, and you want to have an alert sent to either the page or the Telegram channel, let me know what that is. Like if there's some stock that's a good option trading stock, or just some stock that's got good volatility in it, just let me know what it is, because the stuff works on everything. It's not hard to do. It works on everything. Okay, hang on, I gotta take a drink. Alright, so I think, well, the ES just doesn't have any volatility at night. You could do something on the ES, like, when I do the ES in the morning session, I do it on a 7 range bar because it has enough volatility to have trades during that 2-hour session on a 7 range bar. But I compare the 7 range bar to a 27 range bar. I think a 26 to 27 range bar is what I use in the morning for the bigger time frame. And I use the bigger time frame to see when prices should move 7 points at a time, as opposed to just 1 or 2 points at a time. Okay, but you can see right here, with Microsoft, anytime it comes out of the oversold, it does pretty well. There's a program that I was writing yesterday that was an even more automated program that, when this gets into the oversold, it looks to buy the open of the next bar. That's what I was looking at. When it gets into the oversold, it looks to buy the open of the next bar. Okay, because most of the time that's going to work out really well. And when it gets into the overbought, it looks to sell the open of the next bar. When the background is red, it looks to sell it. When the background is blue, it looks to buy it. Pretty simple stuff. It's, you can trade that way if you wanted to. There's just a bunch of things that I'm always working to make things better and easier. You guys all know that. Well, all you guys who are actually joined. I guess this is probably a good time for me to say, if you haven't taken a free trial and you want to take a free trial, go here to my tvtrades.com. Go to tvtrades.com. It don't say trial, just go to tvtrades.com, like that. Right. Go to tvtrades.com, and any one of these things, these orange ones, you can click on any one of those to activate your free trial. All right, the trial really is free, and 3 days for free. If you don't have any charts, that's fine. If you do have charts, give me a TradingView login ID. If you don't have charts, that's fine. I'll give you access to all the stuff, and you'll be able to get out there and watch it for a few days for free. All right, and you can decide yourself whether you like it or not. Understand that at night, the time frames are going to be cut right down at night. All right, I'm probably only going to do the NQ at night for the most part, because, well, one, the equities don't trade at night, and two, the NQ is the only one that really moves around enough. But I do it on a very small time frame, and I do it more so I can see the trades triggering. But if we go here and let's go out here and we'll do an NQ chart. We'll go to 8. Let's see what I got on 8. This is a Microsoft chart. Let's just go to NQ on this, and NQZ, and it's at night. It's for scalping. Okay, but this is what I would run on at night, like this. Okay, not during. This doesn't work for during the day. You could not possibly do that during the day. It's got to be when the markets are really slow. Okay, I'm scrolling back to try to find it, get it back to nighttime for you. that may take too long. I do it on a 50 range and get back to nighttime. Here we are, in the middle of the night. And now let me switch it to a 5 range and see if it kept us there. It didn't. Crap. Alright, well. Anyway, that's what I'm doing at night. I just do a 5 range at night. And it'll trigger off all these things. And it's not always on a 5 range. It's just I do that so I can see it working. And make sure that it's giving the right information. Because that's when I'm usually working on it, in the middle of the night. But I want to show you guys this other stuff. So if we go back here, what did I have out? I think I had 5 of them, right? 5 of them? Yeah, that's what I had. But like Tesla today, this last one that we just had here, this one triggered while we were sitting here. It triggered while we were sitting here. And let's look at the Tesla option on that while we were sitting here. What's the expiration date on this? What time is it? 3:38. Okay, the option doesn't seem to have done much. I'm not sure this is the right thing though. Let me go up here and do Tesla again. TSLA. Tesla. And here it is. That's more like it. So while we're sitting here, it went from, oh, that's Tesla, that's the price, that's not options. Hang on. Let me go back here. A couple of them. There we go. Tesla. And what was the price that went off on? It went off down here at 326 with an initial target of 327. 326 with an initial target of 327. So it would have been this one right here that you were looking at. And that's not really giving you a whole bunch of information there. If we go to the advanced chart, it might give you a little bit more. Okay, so it went in here from 3 o'clock, it went from 714 up to 763. So that's almost 10% since we've been talking in that move that it did. Now normally that move, if it wasn't so close to the end of the day, and I'm not sure I'm on the right expiration date, but if it wasn't so close to the end of the day, that move would have been, what is the date on that? Hang on. That move would have been more significant. It should be the 15th, I think, right? Yeah, it is the 15th. Yeah, but anyway, I just wanted to show you that. 11:15, that was it, right, Gary? During the day, the alerts on the NQ, what do I use in the range? The stuff that's popping out during the day is a 50. It'll say right in it, though, Wayne. It'll say right in it when the NQ alerts pop out. Let's go to the Telegram channel. It'd be easier to see it there. Yeah, sure. I gotta go to the NQ ones. Hang on. TVT by. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking in the wrong one. Here it is. It should say it right in here. I guess it doesn't. Well, it's gonna say it right in there. It'll say it just like the website. This one. It'll say what the range is, 75 range. Tell you what the what the bar size is that I'm using, that it's using to actually create that alert. So you can go and look at it yourself if you want to. You don't need to, but you can if you want to. But that'll give you an idea how big your stop needs to be. Because anytime you get one of these, it's going to give you a stop, and that stop will be pretty close to what this is. But if you want to create your own stop, it should never be smaller than the bar size. Okay. Just a rule of thumb for you. And so all the other stuff that we do in here, I mean, is anybody in here for the first time? I never even asked that. Is anybody here for the very first time? There's a good group of people in here, and I don't know if anybody's in here for the first time or not. But if you are, this is just the basic TV trades. And with this, if you look in here, I only have the buying opportunities set. I don't have the bias turned on. I don't have any mid-trend trades turned on. All right. This is just the basic TV trades with buying opportunities. Now you can throw the sells on there. If you're going to put the sells on, you want to put the bias on with it. Okay. And that gave you this opportunity right here. In this case for Tesla, if you want to buy puts, you could have bought puts right there on Tesla. But because I put the bias on, I got rid of that long trade that we had right there a minute ago. That means it's probably something else. Some other ones right over here. But for the stocks, for the most part, I'm just doing the long trades. And what I was thinking I would do is create a totally separate room for the shorting opportunities. So when the market changes direction, by the time you get the alert, then put the trade on in the NQ, would it give you enough time to get the trade in? Well, that is something with the NQ. That's why I'm going to larger time frames with the NQ. If you were at your computer, then you should be able to get it in there and get it done. I don't. Let me go to an NQ chart again. I got to go over one more. Did I go all the way to the end for that? What was it? Number 6. The NQ was at number 6. Okay, let's look at number 6. And we'll look at an NQ chart like this one right here at 15:15. This was this one right here. All right. So it gave you this. It pulled all the way back down to here, so you would have had time to get into this. Now, it gave you this was the entry. This was the entry right here. So the target was probably just right here. I would look left for that target over there. Right. If you look at this thing, it said probably current price 195. Target. Actually, the target was 268.5. 268.5. So the target was all the way up here. It gave this as the target, which it's still working on then. Okay, that's not bad. The stop was down here. Probably should have been right down there. Okay, so it depends on how quick you are and how close to the computer you are, if you're going to be able to get that trade on in time for the NQ. I am going to do larger time frames on the NQ though. As you saw on this one right here, it was a 75 range. Okay, instead of the 50 range. I was thinking of doing 75 and 100 ranges, just because it gives fewer trades to begin with, and the trades are still good. The trades are still great trades. It's just going to be fewer of them, and it'll give you more time to get into the trade, to get positioned and get into the trade. Okay, now the NQ does have the shorts and the longs on. You can see it's not showing any longs right here, but if we put the NQ, I do want to have the shorts and the longs and the bias. Okay, but with the 75 range, it'll give you more time to get in position to take the trade. Okay, and with the bias on, I usually get rid of these things right here, where it doesn't go in either direction, and it gives you 2 right in a row. But that's the NQ. Now, you guys, anybody that's traded with me in the morning, I trade on the 31 range in the morning, but that's active trading. I'm sitting right there watching it, like a hawk all the time, and I'm able to put the trades on most of the time. I always miss a bunch of them anyway, but the NQ, in here, you guys all know that the NQ is where I make the most money. So far this month, the NQ, I'm up $3,200 with one contract. Out of 3,600, I'm up 3,200 on the NQ. Last month, out of 14,000, I was up 10,000 on the NQ, and the rest of it was spread out. That's with one contract. The month before, I was up 13 on the NQ. So the NQ gives the most opportunity, but when you're talking about futures, yeah, in Telegram, yeah, it does include longs and shorts. It should be in the Telegram and in the trade table. No, that's in the private Telegram channel. I don't know if it shows any shorts in here. Yeah, it does right here. It says a bunch of sells right here. Sells and buys. In this, these are all short-term ones, but it does include the shorts and the longs, the buys and the sells for the NQ. All those, you can see those were taken in the middle of the night, 4:57 a.m. down to 5:50 a.m. It was just a little screenshot I made from today. But I wanted to make it so it's, it really is chart free. You don't really need to have your charts on. And I give you all the information that you need to put the trade on to manage a trade. Put the trade on, put the stop on, and put a target on the trade. And there are going to be trades that come out where the stop is way bigger than the target, and that'll be because it comes out with something like this. You get something like this, and it doesn't have anything to do with the bar after it. It doesn't know about that yet, but it knows this right here is the prior swing low. So it's going to say this to this is your target, and your stop's going to be up here. So there will be trades that come out like that. So don't just blindly put the trade on when it says enter. Look at the difference between the stop and the target. Okay. Part of me wants to calculate another column in there, in here. Well, not in there, but on the trade table page. In here that would say, you know, percent difference between target and stop. You know how I have the risk reward on the other one? To calculate a risk reward for that too. Can I show you how well, the group how to get the private Telegram channel? I will send you a link to get to the private Telegram channel. Everybody that is an active partner will get a link to get to the private Telegram channel. Okay. And you'll also get a link to get to this page. All right. Now this page is going to be password protected. I've been working on that. It's been a thorn in my side for a week. You know, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, the password protection thing, and so it's a real pain in the neck. And I got to do it on all different browsers, and sometimes it works on one browser and doesn't work on another browser. But all right, so I have 11 minutes left. So in the 11 minutes, let me just take a few of them to show you some other things that happened today, right? I showed you the Microsoft one, and Microsoft did 400% gain. The Tesla, I showed you that. The QQQ, there was a signal in here this morning on the QQQ at 105, and the QQQ ran all the way up to 291. So that was another 300% gain in the QQQ. The SPY had a signal in here this morning, down there at 62, and that ran all the way up to 160 for another 300% gain, just about. NVIDIA was kind of all over the place today, but it did have a signal right in here at 138, and it was able to go up, I think, about 60%. And all those things, you know, I created things on all these charts to show you where those signals were. You know, on Microsoft, I showed you the Microsoft one, and this is the QQQ right there on QQQ, right before that big move up, and nailed that one. And the SPY has mid-trend trades on, you can see, but the SPY trigger was actually back here a ways. Ooh, no, that's a whole day. That's not the whole day. Where's the SPY one? Oh, there it is. Is that today? Oh, that's yesterday. Oh, the SPY was right here. This was the SPY one. And what else did we have? Tesla, the QQQ, the SPY, NVIDIA. Those are the ones that I went over. Now I have it. Right now I have it triggering for some things that are, you know, that are good option trading stocks. Like I have it triggering for Sophie right here, and this has got the reversal one, the black arrow thing. I thought I had it triggered on there. Well, I'm going to put the actual black arrow on there so you can see. Reversal. Here it is. So the idea behind the black arrow was to get you at swing highs and swing lows, is not swing highs and swing lows, but tops and bottoms, turning points in the market. But it just gives too many, so I didn't want to do that. This is on the 10 range. I don't know that the Sophie is a pretty low price stock, so I think I had to go to a 10 range to be able to trigger things. You see right here, Sophie 10 range. And it was a reversal buy, so that was this one right here that just triggered there. That's a Sophie is a stock that that trades options pretty liquid. So that's the kind of thing that I would be looking for. Okay. And yeah, the link to get into the private Telegram channel, I will email everybody that. And if you have not taken the trial and you want to get access to all this stuff, you know, all you have to do is go out to tvtrades.com. tvtrades.com. This one. TV Trade. Oh, that's Trade Table. This one. This one works too. Any one of these will work, but just regular TV Trades. This one here. tvtrades.com. Right, and there's a bunch of places on here where you can hit the link to go down to the free trial part. Okay. This video, this recording, will be put here. If you go here to Target View Trades, this is Target View Trades, not TV Trades. Target View Trades, and you go here to upcoming and past webinars. I don't know why that's. Oh, that's this one. Okay, that's this one. This will be changed to the one for next week. All right, and the one for next week is going to be Bull or Bear, I think is the name of it. This is a thing that I did yesterday about similar stuff. You know, if you want to listen to this one, this is on the same page. If you upcoming and past webinars, this is one I did yesterday with Online Trader Central, and it was just me talking in there. So there may be more information, there may be less. I don't know, but if you want to listen to it all again, you can go listen to that one as well. And see my theme, the arrow, and the other arrow. Where's the other arrow? I had it right here. Here it is. The other arrow. I thought that was pretty cool. Alright, let me get back over here and see. Do you need my layout to use? No, you don't. Nope. You can have it on anything you want, Gary. Just so you know, it's gonna say what time frame it is and what stock it is, and the only thing that I have on it is the TV trades. Okay, whether it's a stock or whatever it is, it's gonna say what the symbol is. It's gonna say what time frame it is, and you can just put that on, and the TV trades is what's gonna be triggering it for you. So, you know, that's what's gonna be putting the stuff in the alert. I mean, it's gonna be put in the on the web page and in the TV trades Telegram channel. That's where it's going to be coming from. Okay. Now there are things that I'm working on that, you know, I just alluded to a minute ago that would trigger a trade right here. You'd be buying right here on the down close instead of waiting for the up close. This one right here would be buying on the down close instead of waiting for the up close. Same thing here, buying on the down close here instead of waiting for the up close. You know, that works most of the time. Every now and then you're going to get one like this that doesn't work. But again, if you're not trading 100 times a day, then most of the time it's going to work. Any one of these that just pops in and pops back out will work. Any one of these that pops in and doesn't pop right back out, that would not work. Right? Like, now all of these that just pop in and back out work. The ones that don't pop in and back out don't work. That's basically what that's looking at. And I was looking at that on a much larger time frame too. This is Microsoft on a 50 range, but I was looking on the NQ at a 200 and a 500 range. Just to give you an idea what that looks like. This is the NQ chart, I think, right? And if we go to a 250, so you only get 1 to 2 of these a day, right? You'd get one like right here, where it popped into the overbought, right here, popped into the overbought, and you would sell it right there. You would sell it right there at the up close when it popped into the overbought, anticipating that it's going to get down to the prior swing low, or at least 250 ticks, and it did. A minimum of 1 bar length is what you'd be expecting. And when the background is blue and it pops into the oversold, you just buy the close of the bar that popped into the oversold, anticipating it's going to get up here. So this would be 500 ticks right there. Same thing down here. You see what I mean? You guys have this tool right now. Anybody that's an active TV trades partner, you already have this tool right now. So you can start trading it this way if you want to right now. This is a pretty simple thing. Okay. There is a separate TV trade. You have the TV trades range trigger. If you go in here, Gary, just go to invite only. The TV trades, this one right here, is the one that you should have. This down here is the same one that you have. You have the TV trade range trigger. If you're an active TV trades person, then you have the TV trades, you have the TV trades range sniper, you have the TV trades range trigger, and the swing level I'm building into something else, and some of these other ones I've built into other things. But if you're an active TV trades guy, you should have TV trades, you should have the range sniper, and you should have the range trigger. You should have those 3 things in your invite only All right, if you don't have that in your invite only, okay, yeah, that's why you don't have it. Yes, that is why you don't have it. But if you go sign up right now, then I'll hook you up and you'll have it tonight. And if you sign up right now, I'll get you access to the Telegram channels and all that stuff too. You'll have all that tonight. Okay, I'm sorry I didn't know you weren't active yet. You're trying to reset your charts and trading view, but the screen does not offer invite only option. Oh, you probably have a read only one. Daryl, in the upper right hand corner, does it say copy up there? If you look in the upper right hand corner, it probably says copy up there, and you have a read only version. You gotta click on that word copy, and then you'll be able to save it. Okay. And so yeah, Gary, you just need to go out to wherever it was. Go to the tvtrades.com one. This one. tvtrades.com. I mean, you could go to the Target View Trades one too. It's on there too. If you want to go here, this is the square one. It's the Target View Trades. You can sign up for the trial here too. The home page, you can say take the free 3-day trial now, and it's right here. It's the same stuff. This page here, I've just made this one. This has got a whole bunch of information on it, and you can get lost in this page. So I made that one just a functional page for everybody that joins, or if you just want to go and look at stuff, you can go and look at it, and there's a whole bunch of information there. All the webinars that I've done and all the webinars that I do end up in here, upcoming and past webinars. So there's a whole bunch of them in here that I've done. Okay, there's a bunch of them in there that I've done. It goes on and on. So if you have any questions, you can come over here. There's probably somewhere answered on here. But if you have any questions, really just email me. That's the easiest way to do it. And you don't need charts, but if you do need to get charts, then go to this page, the Target View Trades, and watch the setup video right here. All right, to get the charts. That's what you need to do there. Okay. As far as just signing up for the trial, if you want to get started with this now, then go get started right now, because I'll be sitting at my desk for another hour right now. So I'll be able to get you guys hooked up today, right now, if you want to get started with it. Go to tvtrades.com, sign up for the trial. All right, any one of these orange things here will get you to the thing down at the bottom where you can sign up for the trial. There's a 25 weekly, 90 monthly, or $9.97 a year. Any one of those will get you going today. And again, you don't need to have TradingView charts to sign up for the trial right now. All right, if you sign up right now, it'll get you access to the TradingView Telegram channel, and it'll get you access to this private page. Well, not this page, but this private page right here. All right, where the alerts are triggering as we speak. Oh, let's see if I refresh it right now. They should be triggering as we speak. All right. All right. You see two alerts triggered while we were talking. These two right here triggered while we were talking. An NQ buy right here. The buy was at 21,195 with a target of 21,268 and a stop of 21,181. Now I don't know exactly what that was triggered from, but see, I'd like to have the time frame on it, because if you have the time frame on it, I don't know that this was. I'm sure it was not triggered from a 250 range. Yeah, it might have been triggered from a 50 range. Doesn't look like that's right from a 50 range, but I don't know. What did it say? Let's go back there again. The NQ by 21,195, and this is at 1513. So at 1513, this looks like about right? Yeah, 1513. It was right here, 21,195. And the first target was, well, it got up to 21,208. I don't know what the first target was in here. 21,268. Okay, so it's got a ways to go to get up to that first target. Well, anyway, that's it, guys. I have finished the hour. All right. If anybody has any questions for me, you can email support@targetviewtrades.com, support@targetviewtrades.com. Most of you guys have my phone number. You can just text me at that number. I'll give it to you. My phone number is 617-943-3298. Again, that's 617-943-3298. 3298. Don't call that number, just text me at that number. Okay, that's the easiest way to get a hold of me, is to text me at that number. If anybody has any questions, just text me and I'll get back to you. All right, I'm going to be at my desk for a little while longer, but I'm going to wrap up this webinar now. It doesn't get much easier than this. Just giving you the trades, giving you the information, the trades. All you have to do is either log into the Telegram channel, get that on your phone so you get notified, or just log into this web page and see this stuff come up. I do have it so I created a program so it actually sorts it every time something new comes in. It puts it at the top instead of having to go to the end of it. But I don't know if you have to refresh the page to make it go to the top. I think you might have to. And every now and then you might need to clean out your browser cache. I know it's an issue with this table, loading this table up, that becomes an issue, but I'm trying to reduce that as much as I can. The email support@targetviewtrades.com. Gary, support@targetviewtrades.com. Okay, just email me there if you have any questions, or you can text me at 617-943-3298. Okay. And to sign up for the trial, it's really easy. Just go to tvtrades.com, and anywhere on here you can click on these orange buttons. They'll bring you down to the trial thing. All right. All right. Hey, that worked out okay. All right, that is it, guys. With that, I'm going to wrap it up, and I will post this. It'll be out here at Target View Trades, targetviewtrades.com, under upcoming past webinars. It'll be right here. All right, I'm going to replace this one with the one that I'm doing right now. In about a half an hour, you'll probably be here. And this one, if you want to watch this one, this was from yesterday. It's right here. You can watch that one from yesterday if you want to. All right. That is it. There will be another one next week. And the one next week will be more information like this, but next week I'm going to create something else to build on this for next week. All right. All right. That is it, guys. Thank you all for coming today. And I'm going to stop the recording right now because this is where I usually mess it up.